Hello everyone, welcome back to CSC 151. By the way, I just realized I forgot to put a yes in this yes-no path here, but that's alright, that's from the previous video. So, considering this is what we did for our previous video, what's going to be the external assignment? What's the independent assignment? Well, it's make it yourself. Make something else. I don't care if it's not tic-tac. Well, you're not doing tic-tac-toe. That was the example in the previous assignment. You are not going to get two assignments out of the same piece of paper. But pick another game. Maybe you do want tic-tac-toe. Maybe you want, I don't know, some very simple card game. Like 21, where you can either raise or stay, and then you're either a higher number or you're not. You're closer to 21 or not. Pick some sort of simple game and make a flowchart. Remember that to break it down into each individual step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, if there's a branch in logic, be sure to have, your logic go in both directions with a yes and no path or a true, false, on, off, whatever. There's conditional logic of some sort. And make sure it gets from the start point to the end point. Also, make sure that you have a legend. Make sure that there is some sort of way so that I know, because maybe you don't like having yellow diamonds as your if statements. Well, then let me know what is. Have a legend. Tell me what it is. And I'm looking for consistency. If you've decided that purple clouds are your computer outputs, well then every other computer output better be a purple cloud. Have you decided that, I don't know, a green cylinder is your, player inputs? Well then every player input better be a green cylinder. My general rule of thumb, when it comes to making this, is start asking questions first. How do I win this game? How do I lose this game? Is there something that happens every single turn? Do I always wind up going back to doing the same thing? If so, there's a loop, and I need to make myself get back to that. If I have questions of how do I win, well, there's clearly a yes to that and a no to that, because you either won or you didn't, which means there's going to be some sort of branch of logic. So I'm looking for title, name, legend, logic from top to bottom of the game, broken down with consistency and no overlapping images, no overlapping lines. Everything makes sense, everything is labeled. I want to be able to follow your path of logic. So I recommend, because we saw how difficult it was to make a game of tic-tac-toe, how many different things there were to consider, pick something simple. If you like old video games, pick like Frogger, Pac-Man, Pong. Pick something with only one screen that just repeats itself over and over again. If you're picking something like simple, like a card game, pick 21, pick, something else that's not Uno. Uno is far more difficult than you think. I literally had that whole thing in a video to show you that Uno is more difficult than you think. Do not pick it. If you have a kid's game, hopscotch, dodgeball, something simple with very few rules. Dodgeball, you either catch the ball or you get hit by the ball. There's kind of really not that many different things you can do with that. And then what happens when you get hit by the ball? What happens when you catch the ball? These are certain rules that happen. So that's basically how this winds up going. And that's your first structured external assignment, your independent assignment. Make another flowchart. Something that is not Uno and something that is not tic-tac-toe. So, make yourself another flowchart. Save it, send it to me the same way you normally would. File, save as, file, export as. Send me a PDF or a JPEG. Send it through Canvas, and you'll be good to go. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Those are all the instructions you get. You're doing it on your own now. Be sure to take the quiz as well after you're done this, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.